3 days ago, I started using a light alarm clock, and it was a rather enlightening experience. Because it's a light. As of late, meaning for nearly the last decade or so, I've been having issues getting up to an alarm. Not waking up, mind you, just getting up. The alarm will go off, and I'll wake up, think, nah, not feeling it yet, hit the snooze button, and try sleep for another 10 minutes. Second time, I'm usually ready, but I'm generally not more refreshed after having those extra 10 minutes, and occasionally I'll turn off the alarm or hit snooze and not realize it, resulting in me being borderline late and startling awake. In the past, I've tried to break myself of the snooze habit when I've had a change in schedule. If before I woke up at 8, and now work requires that I wake up at 5, I'll break the habit for a week or two, but inevitably, as I settle into the new routine, the day will come when I'm not feeling it, and pretty soon that day's every day. So my plan with the light alarm clock was to introduce something that would influence my circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is your body's internal clock. It tells you when you should be awake, or asleep, or hungry, and over time that clock can shift depending on what you do. If you stay up late watching YouTube, if that's you, turn off the screen and finish this in the morning. Or if you have other bright lights while getting ready for bed, that's going to push your circadian rhythm back, encouraging you to wake up later. But when the sun rises, that resets your clock, syncing it to the world around you, telling you this is when you should be awake. The light of the light alarm clock simulates a sunrise, so even if the sun doesn't rise for another couple hours, you can trick your body to waking up. At least, that's the theory, and I think it works for the most part. When sleeping in a new place, especially in the summer, I will wake up when the sun rises, feeling ready to go. While the clock's light isn't as bright as the sun, it does diffuse nicely against the ceiling of my room and illuminates my surroundings, so even if it's not in my face, the light generally wakes me up. I was given this clock as a gift, not a sponsor. You really think someone wants to sponsor this channel? It's the Zenergy iHome clock. It's not a super expensive one, but you can get cheaper clocks that work equally well from what I hear. This particular clock has the option for using both light and sound, or both as an alarm. Personally, I use the light along with my old alarm clock, which plays music from my ancient iPod. Did I just call that ancient? What does that make me? You can use the sound from the light alarm clock if you'd like. It's got several nature-esque sounds, or you can connect to it through Bluetooth to play whatever music you'd like. I don't do this personally because I like to keep my phone out of my bedroom to avoid the temptation of waking up and wasting an hour or so on my phone. It also has the option to turn on different colored lights. I think only the sunrise option can be used for the alarm, but the other lights can be used if you need a light in the middle of the night or if you want to use it for reading. Now, the first few days I used the light alarm clock, it was not all sunshine and roses. I don't like roses in my room. Day 1, I startled awake, exhausted. It took me several minutes to fully wake up, so I didn't end up functional any earlier than normal. Of course, staying up late watching a movie the night before didn't help. Gradually, over the next couple days, I adjusted waking up to the light. After a week or two, I'd start waking up before the sound started playing. But of course, this isn't some miracle cure for oversleeping. Over the last 30 days, while I have improved my snooze button mashing, I have not stopped it. For the last week or so, I've been staying up too late, which resulted in me trying to gain an extra 10 minutes of sleep via snooze. Since then, I've worked to improve my nightly routine to avoid falling into the trap of staying up too late. And a nightly routine is probably one of the most overlooked pieces of improved sleep. If we send our bodies cues to be awake late at night by looking at our phones or other screens, we make it harder on ourselves to go to bed when we're supposed to, which in turn makes it harder to wake up the next morning. If you're interested in setting up or improving your night routine, check out this video here. It covers some key aspects of what makes a good nightly routine and how you should implement them in your life.